This time I'll call the Budget Committee meeting to order and ask for everyone to please register their presence. Has everyone registered your presence? Okay.
4 present, 1 absent, and have quorum.
Okay. I now ask for the emergency announcement to please be played.
Before we get started, let me read the emergency evacuation procedures. In the event of an emergency evacuation, an alarm will sound. Everyone should exit the building by way of the nearest stairwell in a safe and effective manner. If the nearest stairwell is blocked by smoke, use the other stairwell. Do not use the elevator. Once you've reached the main floor, follow the exit signs to exit the building and quickly proceed away from the building. Please be mindful of others evacuating and of emergency vehicles.
I now ask if there's any input on items on the agenda. Seeing none, item D, approval of the March 6, 2018 minutes. They're in your packet. And do I have a motion to approve the minutes?
So moved.
Commissioner Lewis, do I have a second?
Second.
Commissioner Coe, any discussion or questions? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Minutes passed. E1A, transfers, library, $45,840 to restructure staffing. Do I have a motion to forward this to the agenda committee? Motion from Commissioner Lewis. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second from Commissioner Kaler. Is there any questions or discussion that anyone has here?
Chairman, I would like an explanation as to what the funds are.
Okay, see here.
Hello, my name is Anjali Brulin and I'm the Deputy Director for the library. To answer your questions, these are the final transfers that will take place for a funding for a staff restructure that began at the beginning of the fiscal year.
Okay, and the funds are coming from where, and are those funds that are being moved recurring funds that will be there to fund your request for the next budget year?
Yes.
Yeah, this is the final part of the restructure, and it's reflected in our appropriation request from Friday.
Okay, and exactly where are those funds coming from?
We restructured all of maintenance when we lost Rodney, and there was money there that we moved over to fund some of the shifting in libraries, as well as we had 3 people retire. So I talked about the staff restructure that the board approved, and so we used this opportunity to go ahead and make at least 1/3 of the structure change. So this is a permanent move. Transfer.
And those funds are available, and within, so we have 4 budgets. So within our maintenance or our buildings cost center, we have those funds and they're not going to be used, so they are available to transfer.
Okay, so it's revenue neutral.
Oh yeah, revenue neutral.
Okay, thank you.
Commissioner Kaler?
Yeah, you talking about coming from maintenance. What's our plan for maintenance?
What I did when we lost Rodney, it was determined that for succession and smooth operations, we would go with 4 full-time maintenance personnel. They're maintenance / custodial, so they wear 2 hats. And because we're open 70 hours a week, that would allow us to have coverage all 70 hours. And then I would step in and fill the role with support from county operations as the facilities manager. And that is working very well. It also gives us a little extra security because we have someone in the building at all times that's walking around and observing what's happening in the building.
Okay, thank you.
Commissioner Cole?
Thank you. So are all the funds that we're transferring around already related to personnel cost? Or are we using expense money or other funds now, moving that into personnel expense based on this restructuring?
All of those are personnel lines. We're moving personnel funds to other cost center personnel funds.
Okay.
Any other questions or discussion? Thank you all.
Thank you.
Okay, we have a motion and a second, and all the discussion and questions have been answered. I'll ask that you register your vote, please.
Four yes, 0 no, motion passes.
Thank you. Item E2, Resolution 1804002, General County, Blount County Sheriff's Office, $5,000. This is the State of Tennessee sex offender fees. Do I have a motion to send this on to the Agenda Committee?
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Kaler makes the motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Commissioner Lewis, is there any discussion or any questions on this? Seeing none, I'll ask you to register your vote, please.
Four yes, 0 no, motion passes.
Thank you. Item E2B, Resolution 18-04003, General County, Human Resources, $100,000. This is a reappropriation of funds that have already been allocated for our wellness program. Do I have a motion to forward this to the Agenda Committee?
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Kaler, do I have a second?
Second.
Commissioner Coe, is there any questions or discussion on this? Seeing none, I'll ask you to register your vote, please.
Four yes, 0 no, motion passes.
Item E2C, the Resolution 18-04004, General Purpose Schools, $37,300. This is for an increase from the State Department of Education for the Read to Be Ready grant. Do I have a motion to send this to the Agenda Committee?
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Lewis have the motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Commissioner Coe seconds. Is there any discussion or any questions? Does anyone have a question or any discussion? Commissioner Kaler?
Yeah, I was wondering if Troy might be able to just give us just a overview of all I know is pretty much what I read in the paper in the packet. I'd just like to hear something from you on it, please.
Overview of the grant, what it's for.
What it's for,
Yeah. I'm gonna read from the packet of information if I could. It's a summer grant program, I think, for 35 students to attend a camp for economically disadvantaged students entering first, second, and or third grade who are furthest behind in reading and writing skills. So they want to work with those students. I think they actually host that at the library, our Blount County Public Library.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any other questions or discussion? I'll ask you to please register your vote, please. Me too, D.
5 yes, 0 no, motion passes.
Thank you. Item E2D, Resolution 18-04-005, General Purpose Schools, $25,000. This is an increase from the State Department of Economic and Community Development for Work-Based Learning Grant. Do I have a motion to send this on to the Agenda Committee? Commissioner Lewis, do I have a second? Second. Commissioner Coe seconds. Is there any questions or discussion on this? Seeing none, I'll ask you to register your vote, please.
Five yes, 0 no, motion passes.
Okay, item E2E, Resolution 18-04-006, General County Juvenile Court, $12,170.70 for 2 bulletproof benches. Do I have a motion to send this on to the Agenda Committee? Commissioner Cole, do I have a second?
Second.
Commissioner Kaler, do I have any questions or discussion?
I have a question.
Yes.
Or clarification. Just correct me if I'm wrong. The majority of that, there you are.
Come on, Judge, if you would, please come on.
I'm sorry I didn't see you. The letter that's in the packet from the I guess it's from the state. You received the grant, and we're county money is going to be about $1,300. Is that correct?
Yes, Commissioner. We are required to put for 10% of that. That is a courthouse security grant promulgated by the AOC and provided to bring courthouses and courtrooms up to basic security standards. So we'll be responsible for about a little over $1,000 of that. So that money will be transferred into our line item. We spend it, it's a reimbursement grant. Once we have completed the work, which is due by June 1st, we'll submit all those receipts and be reimbursed the $12,170.70.
Thank you, Judge.
Any other questions?
Any other questions or any discussion?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Please register your vote.
5 yes, 0 no, motion passes.
Item F, discussion possible action items. Grant application request, no match required, $26,064 TDEC household hazardous waste. Storage, this is for the highway, and the recycling center for storage buildings. Do I have a motion to send this on to the Agenda Committee?
So moved.
Have a motion by Commissioner Cole. Do I have a second? By Commissioner Lewis. Is there any discussion or any questions? Does anyone have any questions? Seeing none, I'll ask you to please register your vote.
5 yes, 0 no, motion passes.
Okay, item F2, it's Blount County Sheriff's Office THSO grants. This is a recurring match. This is for information only. Do I have a motion to send this on to the Agenda Committee?
Mr. Chairman, can we move F2 and 3 together? Or would you prefer to break them up?
Yeah, 3 requires action.
Yeah.
No.
3 requires action.
That's fine.
So item F2, do we have a motion to forward this on to the Agenda Committee?
So moved.
Ms. Hannum made the motion. Do I have a second? Commissioner Lewis seconds. Any other discussion or questions on this? I'll ask please register your vote.
Didn't come up? Is it yes, or I can do it?
Is that yes?
5 yes, 0 no, motion passes.
Okay. Item F3, Blount County Sheriff's Office grant requires action. This is the litter and trash collection grant of $74,600, and this is Resolution 18-04001. Do I hear a motion to send this on to the Agenda Committee? Commissioner Cole made the motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Commissioner Kaler seconds that motion. Is there any questions or discussion on this? Seeing none, I'll ask you to please register your vote. She's not coming up.
Yes. 5 yes, 0 no, motion passes.
Okay. This item F4, this is a physical confirmation letter. This is for information only. And this item is for the Budget Committee, but we wanted each of you to receive this information since all of the items on our physical review letter are required by the 3-star program and have been reviewed or approved by this Budget Committee. As a requirement of counties participating in and becoming eligible for the 3-star program, the physical confirmation letter has to be part of our record of commission. Being a 3-star county opens up grant opportunities and other benefits for business and community development through our Industrial Development Board. Do I have a motion to send this on to the Agenda Committee? Commissioner Lewis makes the motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Commissioner Cole seconds. Is there any other questions on this? I'll ask you to register your vote, please.
5 yes, 0 no, motion passes.
Okay. Item G is financial reports. That's information only. G1's the March financial reports also for information only. Seeing nothing else on the agenda, do I hear a motion to adjourn? Move to adjourn.